Hello everyone, welcome to Module 5. I just wanted to give you a brief introduction into citations. So citations are needed whenever you cite or quote or paraphrase another work that you did not write. So anytime you're using a journal article or a book or information from a video that you found while researching, you need to acknowledge and give credit to the author of that work. First of all, because you want to pay your respects to the author and the hard work and effort it went into creating that paper, article, or book. You want to give credibility to your own work to show that you've used sources that were credible and reliable in your paper to back up your statements or comments. And you want to help your reader or your professor to be able to find your sources and verify any claims you made in your paper. Okay, so they want to also see that you're using reliable information and that you're being accurate when you use it. Okay, so I wanted to go over just a couple of the mistakes I see when people make citations. So I'm just going to show you an example here I have in a Google document. So I often see when people make their works cited page that they write work instead of works. That's one common error I see. Another struggle I see is that people do not indent their second and third lines. So the first line should have the regular 1-inch margin, but in a citation, your second, third, fourth lines, they should all have what's called hanging indents. So hanging indents come in about 1.5 inches, like this here. And the first line remains that inch border, that inch indent. So let me just show you how to do this in a Google Doc. This is a question that comes up all the time. So you just go ahead up to the top of your Google Doc. You hold and drag this line and you pull it here. Sorry, you want to pull this arrow here to the 1/2 inch mark. And then you just click on it again, drag that bar right back to that 1-inch margin. That'll allow your first line to stay at 1 inch and allow your second to be at that 1.5 inch margin that is needed for hanging indents. Okay? So another common mistake I see is that students do not put their citations in order by their author's last name alphabetically. So when creating a citation with 2 authors, you need to find the author's last name, and then you need to put it in order by alphabetically by the last name. So in this case, Booth, letter B, comes before the M, and McDonald. So Booth comes first, and then the first name. And for the second author, you put their first name first, and their second name, their last name second, sorry. Okay, so those are the common errors I see when making citations. The same would be true for if an author has 2 last names. You would go with the first letter of the first last name. Okay, that's also a common mistake and error. Another common mistake and error I see is when creating a citation for a book, the title should be in italics. So you just click on the title and you hit the I, and that'll italicize. Oops, missed the letter there. That'll italicize your title of the book. And for an article, you use quotation marks to create that title. Okay? And we do not capitalize little words, small words that like in and the in a title. All right? So those are some of the biggest things that I notice that people do wrong when they are creating their citations. I hope this is a little bit helpful when you go to create your citations. So you come back here and look at these examples, and that helps you. Also, feel free to email me at any time and to look back in the module if you need it, or make an appointment for Zoom office hours if that'll help you. Good luck. I wish you all the best. Have a great week.